What's up, everybody? Welcome back to High Quality Trades, where I give you my highest quality trade setups in the market. Today, 100% free. Holler at your boy. Alrighty, if you're new here, this is the channel where we go over the highest quality stocks in the market, meaning only the top stocks with the highest market caps make the cut. So if you're ready to make the highest quality trades of your life, like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Okay, guys, first up, we got the SPY on the daily time frame. Today, the SPY closed at 556.94. It reached a high of 560.51 and a low of 556.61. We were negative 1.40% on the day. Very bearish day overall with that gap down. Okay, let's drop down into the 4-hour time frame to get an intraday's perspective on what price is doing. Just bring up my lines. Okay, guys, so it does look like we've broken to the downside on this rising wedge pattern. It does put price falling to 555.70, but if this level can hold as support, then we should be pushing onwards higher to 561.48, and if we break that level up to new all-time highs, breaking above 564.77. But if this level cannot hold as support, then we will be falling lower, down to 550.55. If this level can hold as support, then we should turn around and go back up. One thing I forgot to mention, in my last video, this was a rising wedge in bearish context, meaning that we were riding along this upper ascending trend line in this trend channel. Anytime a pattern forms towards the upper level of a channel, it's usually bearish. So we have broken to the downside now. One thing I'm noticing on the RSI is we got some bullish divergence. Okay, price has not been able to fall below the previous low here, but the RSI has reset, fallen back down towards the 50 level. So ultimately, this is a bullish signal. But we'll have to see if it plays out tomorrow. I believe we should at least get a push higher up to the 561 level, and then we're going to have to see how price reacts there to ultimately decide which way price is going. All right, guys, that is it for the SPY. Let's go into Nvda. Yesterday, I had mentioned that this looked like a head and shoulders pattern. So it does look like we've broken to the downside on this one. And so it is a confirmed head and shoulders. That did put price falling down to the 515 level. It does look like Nvda has a little bit further to fall before an ultimate pattern completion. And then we'll have to see how price reacts around this 200 MA on the 4-hour. If this level can hold as some support, then we should be pushing back up towards 121. And then if that level breaks, then we can head higher up to 125.58. But we are going to have to see what price action shows us tomorrow. That's it for Nvda. Let's go over BRK.B. Now, Berkshire had another bullish day in the market. We did take out our 4-hour pre-market high today, which was at 442.11 back in February. So we need to stay above this level to push higher up to that 450 level I've been talking about. So as long as BRK.B can hold above 442.24, we will be pushing higher. But if it cannot hold, then we will be falling back lower. We should find some support here. The next support level would be 439. But if that level cannot hold as support, then we would be falling lower, back down to that 431 level. Ultimately, I remain bullish on BRK.B. We do have a giant bull flag pattern on the charts that does put price reaching up to the 580 level. Now, this has already been an explosive move. Let's just follow that 15-minute MA. And as long as BRK.B remains above the 200 MA on the 15 minute, this remains a bullish setup. But if it breaks below, then that would be an exit for anybody who's trading this one. Let's just see what tomorrow's price action brings. Okay, guys, let's go over IBM. IBM is performing well. Let's go into the 4 hour because it looks like we did attempt to break above our 187.50 level. We haven't broken it yet. What I noticed on the daily is we do have a gap that needs to be filled here between price. The upper level is 189.31. So if price can break above the 187.45 level and stay above, we should be pushing higher to fill this gap, and then ultimately up to 191.25. That is what I'm looking for price to do. We remain above our 15-minute 200 MA on this one as well. So this is all in all still a bullish setup. So let's see what tomorrow's price action brings. Let's go over Adobe. Adobe's failing to find buyers in the market. So I'm still waiting for price to break above this trend line here and ultimately push higher upwards of 572. As long as we can break above the trend line, we should be pushing higher up to this level. And then if we get above 572, then up to that 580 level. But if Adobe cannot break above this trend line, then we will be falling back down to 552.38. It is the bearish scenario. Ultimately, I remain bullish on this stock, but we are going to have to see what price action brings. Let's go over CrowdStrike. So CrowdStrike broke down from this pennant pattern last week. It looks like we did finally fill the gap on the daily chart. Usually when a gap gets filled, it will act as resistance. Probably going to get a push higher in the market tomorrow. Maybe we'll just consolidate sideways before getting a push, but we are approaching the oversold level on the RSI. It does look like we got matching lows here, and prices got a low and a lower low. So that's also some bullish divergence, but it's just kind of like a medium strength bullish divergence. The one on the SPY is this is like high strength bullish divergence right there. So that's why I'm looking for tomorrow morning, at least get a push up to 561 on SPY. Okay, let's go over AMD. So AMD had some bearish, just bearish price action today. I mean, we fell 10%. We're down 10% today. That is crazy. Just bearish price action. Looks like we will be retesting the descending trend line of this flag pattern. This is where it needs to hold above to remain bullish on this stock. But that is an ugly candle. So I would be looking for this 200 to be hit in the coming days. That looks like ultimately where support should be. But yeah, it looks like we're just getting our first cross on the MACD and purple bar. So not bullish on AMD anymore. What else we got here? Oh yeah, UNH. Wow, look at this explosive move here up to new all-time highs on United Healthcare. This one would have been an amazing trade if anybody held it. We're still remaining above our 15-minute 200 MA, so bullish price action continues. Ultimately, when new all-time highs get hit in the market, usually the bears step in and at least attempt to push price lower. So this is a good take profit level. Ultimately, we just need to hold above this 15-minute MA to remain bullish, but definitely very strong stock here. So we're going to have to see how far she moves. There's been a lot of consolidation in this area. We've been going sideways since December of 2021. So really, this is quite a bullish setup. This break here shows lots of buying, And that could put price upwards of, let's just take the channel from the high here down to this support level and move it over. I mean, yeah, we're looking for price to get up to 637.13, but that's probably in the coming weeks. But yeah, we remain bullish here on UNH. So one last thing to go over. So we did get an explosive move on the VIX today. We did break out of a descending triangle pattern, which puts the VIX up to the level that it hit today of 1489. Usually when the VIX has a 10% day, and it looks like we had 9.62% on the day, the VIX falls back down and then price usually shoots back up. So yeah, that's a bullish signal on the VIX there that price should recover in the coming days. So ultimately, let's just see what the price gods have for us tomorrow. Okay, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching high quality trades. I wish you the best in your trading, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Goodbye.